Hey, let's spend 500 bucks on ads and get a $10,000 client reliably.
Keep it simple.
What's the secret to predictable, regular income for you and your business? In almost every business owner's case, I would say advertising. Especially though, if you are not currently investing in advertising and if you're not investing in the right kind of advertising. Because so many business owners, they're just relying on word of mouth. And on the other side, if they are advertising, they're just advertising in things like flyers or putting an ad in the newspaper or something like that, maybe door hangers on people's doors. But the more you invest in the right kind of ads, that diversifies things. So for when those referrals kind of dry up, or when those door knockers or those newspaper ads aren't paying, because they don't always pay, right? It's really important though to have ads in order to go from irregular monthly revenue to more predictable regular revenue. We can't just count on our current customers to keep giving us referrals. It is sporadic. It's not a predictable customer stream. It's fairly regular. And I am meeting people that care about me and my business. And it's like here and there, and sometimes it levels out, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. So how do you get that? How do you maximize your chances of getting that predictable regular income from ads? Because a lot of people spend money on ads, but not everybody gets that, right? Let me tell you two more numbers. This is your ads math. You want to know your click-through rate. That is how many people got to click on your ad and that you get to the next step in your sales process. And then from there, you got to know your conversion rate. How many people from that set are actually becoming your customers? Because once you know those two numbers, you can make some really great decisions about how much to spend, and you can even know how much you can expect to make every time you run an advertisement. So there's one number that you need to know about your clients, and that is the lifetime value of a client. Now, if you're like most business owners, you probably haven't thought about it. And if you do start thinking about it, you're going to be way ahead of your competition, because it just unlocks a whole new way of thinking about things. Because let's say you know the lifetime value of a client, all the purchase they're going to make over the next few years, it adds up to, like, let's say $10,000. That makes sense of everything you do marketing wise. Like, let's say I told you, oh, who wants to spend 500 bucks on ads this month? A lot of people will be like, I don't know, especially if you never spent on ads before. That doesn't sound very exciting. That sounds like, oh, I'm just throwing money around. But let's say you know your client's, the lifetime value of a client is $10,000. And you know every 10 times someone clicks on that ad, it costs you $5, but it gets you one phone call. Well, you do the math a little bit. It's like, oh, if ads cost $5 a click, and every 10 times someone clicks, I get one phone call, then I just paid $50 to get one phone call. Not bad. And let's say my sales team is not like the greatest, but they do convert 1 out of every 10 phone calls to a new client. Then that means I just spent $500 to get one new client. That's worth $10,000. Because, like, if I had just told you, hey, who wants to spend $500 on advertising? Then it's not very exciting. But if I told you, hey, let's spend $500 on ads and get a $10,000 client reliably, then that suddenly becomes very interesting, very exciting. And that's just one of the things you can do, and one of the decisions you can make much more clearly, much more confidently, if you know the lifetime value of a client. That's how you even hook people in with your ad in the first place. Almost all of us choose to skip ads when we can. So how do you make people click on them? Easy. You give them a free PDF, a free guide, a free course, and that's how you turn from an unwelcome pest to a welcome guest, and you get their email and their name. But then, like, the other thing that's kind of fun about this process is, like, wait, there's more. What if you didn't just get that one client for $500 worth, but you got everyone's emails along the way? Well, the reason they probably didn't book that call, or why they didn't respond to your call, I mean, some of them probably just aren't a good fit for you, but others of them probably just want to get to know, like, and trust you more. Then you do what's called an email drip campaign, where you just email them helpful stuff for a person like them once a week, once a month. I don't know. Just the more regular you do it, some will unsubscribe, but all the ones that don't, you're slowly going to be building that know, like, and trust with them. It becomes a little more like farming than hunting, but you grow that farm long enough and you can have another offer just for that group, and you'll start to convert some of them too. So, hey, fun. Now, if all this talk about ads is really exciting, but you don't know where to start, just book a free strategy call with me.